Another day, another grind. Tower of Hoeth here. The Skaven are attacking and Milky Way is leading them against the Vampire Counts and General Spotify. It is a tournament game, so let's get into it. And yeah, for Vampire Counts, we have the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord here on a flying something. Then we have Fellbats. And then a lot of chaff, zombies. And then on the flanks, Cairn Wraith, more Fellbats. And in the back, what is going on there? Dire Wolves, a pack of Dire Wolves. That is very, very interesting. And then the Skaven here are in their blob. We have a lot of clan reds with spears. We have red ogres here for the mass, and poison wind globadiers to the sides. Couple of doomflayers, more ogre rats. We have the Gracier with the plague affinity, very, very interesting. And cool to see mutant red ogre, the more skitters hellion. Yeah, so let's get into it. So vampire counts are moving up. And I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, here is the spot. So, no real artillery here for the rats. But, yeah, they have to use their globadiers then, as I think. Which are pretty strong anyway. So, yeah. So, Vampire Counts take the point and now can just let those rats come closer, right? They're cackling into the battlefield. Nothing really going on so far. Fellbats now finally moving in. I'm a little bit surprised that those globadiers here did shoot earlier. But they're going for the globadiers here. Very, very good stuff. Oh, and not only dire wolves are here, but what do we have? We have Cryptos and the Chillgeist. Oh my god, this is a huge army and will probably cause chaos a lot. So now the Blood Dragon Lords, Vampire Lord moving in, going for the Plague Seer. And yeah, here it is. The Unholy Crusade is coming. Jumping into all of those units, causing fear. Fighting. Oh, that is really, really great. We have the Big Ben. But in general, Spotify once again coming with a hammer here, as always. A lot of units are kind of crumbling. We have the Cairn Wraiths here losing a little bit of damage against the Doomflayers, but not that much as you would think, right? Point is not taken, but no one. So this is really like a drag down fight here. Gracier is going low, pretty low, and yeah, Spotify using his Hex Wraith once again, and the rats are done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really a feisty little battle, but the rats were so surprised that there is not much to stand against. Fellbats, dire wolves, the whole shenanigans. We have the feasters in the dust going for the red ogres, which are running already. So what you only have is the Doomflayers left, and I don't know if they can sustain all the damage. Gracier down. What about the monstrosity here? Dire wolves nibbling on the monstrosity. Yep. And I guess nice jump here. Wow, that looked really cool. Unfortunately, it won't matter at all. That thing has, what does it have? Like, oh, increased cooldowns by 10 and then magical attacks. So that helps for sure against the Blood Dragon Lord. But yeah, when you look at the battlefield, yeah, there are a couple of globadiers. So those globadiers are really good. I mean, they're holding really well here. Did great damage, but there's not much support and the game is done. So quickly into the values here. Direwolf pack, the RR version did well, and also for sure the Hex Wraith coming in like people would say, with the steel chair. But yeah, for the rats, nothing to see, nothing to do. I mean, the mutant rat ogre is probably a little bit costier than that. So yeah, let's get into the next match then. So we are here back on Horned Hills. It is the High Elves, led by Incars against Spotify and Vampire Counts. This is round 3 of the tournament, as I could imagine. And what do we have? That's very interesting. A totally different build, a very mobile heavy build with Blood Knights with Lances, more Blood Knights. So this is a heavy Blood Knights build plus a couple of zombies. Once again, Dragon Vampire Lord or Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. And for the High Elves, we have a couple of Shadow Walkers here. Not even a couple, 3 on the run. Illyrian Reaver Archers. More Illyrian, oh no, Silver Helmets. Silver Helms, and then Elite White Lines of Grace. And this is exactly what probably Spotify thought of. You bring elite infantry, I bring cavalry. We have Techless, or a couple of nice spells here, fire damage for sure, and the mage metal. What does the metal caster has with it? So okay, Plague of Rust and Stow's Staff. Okay, so basically, let's get into it. We have a battle on us here. Dodging a little bit those shots, that's very important. Going for probably the spot, I'm not sure, but now the Blood Knights, good awareness here. Plague of Rust used on this unit, they're running off, and we have a nice we have a nice flanking here now coming from all the sides. The zombies are probably here just to keep a little bit of a momentum stopper. More Blood Knights are waiting here, and yeah. The first wave was a little bit hindered by the High Elves, but now second Lances are up, Shock Cavalry going in, and what do we have here? So Illyrian Reaver, oh, that's very interesting. Going with the Reavers, so the Silver Helmets with shields can do more than the Lord here is going for the kill onto the mage with metal, and that is huge. Like, he has 700 weapon strength. He deals with that mage really quickly. And now nice flaming phoenix here onto the infantry, but that doesn't matter because we have so many riders here. And yeah, it seems like General Spotify is crushing. He comes with a kind of with the slappy hand, but that hand is kind of like a metal, out of metal here. So yeah, other than that, what do we have? White Lions of Grace still kind of, yeah, they chew through all of these units here. They're holding firm, but when we look all over the place, there is not much. The Pure Main Company trying to hold firm, but there is no chance whatsoever. A lot of Blood Knights still roaming around, doing the damage that you need. More charges coming in. Yeah, I think this looks very dire for the High Elves here. Techless still doing a lot of magical damage here, trying his best to be everywhere, but now the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord coming in once again with a very strong sword here, and we have the battle of two different ideologies here. Nice bonk on the head. Techless doesn't want to do that here. He is more of a caster which supports his unit, so yeah, trying the best of the support he can give. but I'm not sure if that is going to be enough. Everything else is kind of breaking. White Lines of Grace really low. There is not much left on the battlefield for the High Elves here and the Riders of the Vampires. Not the Rohan Riders, but the Riders of the Coast. No, the Counts. They are in full HP mode. Checklist going down, and I think that soon there will be a tap out or army losses. Yup, army losses kicking in, and the game is done. Once again, the Hammer. He should, I don't know, we should call him General the Hammer Spotify. Checklist tried his best, but when we look at that, like, the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord did one bonk onto the Metal Mage, and then it was done. Yeah, variety build here really didn't bring anything, and countered by all of the Blood Knights. So really interesting stuff to see. Yeah, let's get into the fourth round. The fourth battle took place on the Pillar of Bone. It is this time Gordon Ramsay, and he is on Nurgle. He brings a very interesting build once again. It is a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord here with a weight, and then Chillgeists, a lot of Great Blood with Halberds here, so a different approach. It is more the approach of a blob fight. Which blob will sustain? We have a Claw of the Nagash, very, very interesting, and then a Mortis Engine, right? Isn't it? Yeah. The Mortis Engine, and then we have one other unit here. Plague Drone or Rot Flies here. A lot of those Rot Flies, so I'm really surprised to see those. Here we have Kugath the Plague Father. He will heal up and just fight in the blob. Other than that, we have Nurglings, we have Marauders of Nurgle, Rot Flies, as we said before, and the Angels of Decay, plus Khazak. So, and a Cultist of Nurgle. So very, very different builds here, and immediately the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord going in, one shot onto the Mortis Engine, which is now moving back, and I'm kind of, yeah, I want to see what happens. I think that the and Spotify will have a hard time to deal with those Angels of Decay, because he needs to use his flying units to engage those. Otherwise, you can see the Claw of Nagash is almost half life here. That is pretty nasty stuff, and I think that when we look at that, this blob fight is going to be a very, very tough one for Vampire Counts. Now Hexwraith coming from the back, fighting here, and the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, he is dealing with all of those units here. He is bonking Khazaks really, really tough, and those Rot Flies here, yeah, they're doing a great job. Armor piercing against the Lord, that hurts a lot. And now also, what is activated here? Rancid Visitations on the Lord, that is crucial. Plus, you have the Angels of Decay still shooting into the units. I think the Mortis Engine is already down. Yeah, it is. And then, what do you have? You have the White King, sorry. But is that something? I don't know. Those, yeah, Plague Drones. Plague Drones are just nasty in this matchup, because Vampire Coast can't deal with those flying units that well, and Spotify didn't really bring anything for it. Lord down, and I think that soon-ish this integration will come in account, and this fight will be done for now. Yeah, two wins, one loss, and a break, so to speak. I don't know, White King could handle Khazaks here for sure, but Other than that, you can see, yeah, it is disintegration time, crumbling all over the place, and game is done. Those matches are pretty quick, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, you bring the Mortis engine, but you have to protect it. And those plague drones, they really did amazing. Yeah, you can see here. Really good. Other than that, Kugath also did what he's supposed to do. Anything else doesn't matter. Yeah, that was a very, very interesting approach here. Cool faction setups and wins kind of as losses. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.